All right, Kurt and Barbara, we were called in at 5:30, not knowing if it was a verdict or not, but it was just Judge Rebecca Smith checking in with the jury, adjourning them for the night. They'll be back here continuing their deliberations tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. If you're following us on Verdict Watch, that means we've just hit about 9.5 hours between yesterday when they got this case to today. You have to remember, folks, this is a monumental task, an arduous task for this jurors made up with 6 men and 6 women. They're pouring and combing through more than 8,000 pieces of evidence. So as you can imagine, this is going to take quite a bit of time. Okay, so let's dig in about these 61 charges. Federal charges are for falsifying due dates and inducing women early, using broken diagnostic equipment, and scaring women with fears of cancer by rushing them into having surgeries they didn't need over a 10-year period. Now, the prosecution alleges that Perwaiz made $2.4 million off the healthcare fraud scheme, defrauding these patients out of money to live his lavish lifestyle. They say his patients trusted him, even though they believed he irreversibly removed their organs in heinous crimes. The prosecution said the doctor did more than 41% more surgeries than his peers. They asked the jury to remember this is not the first time he's been charged with these crimes, and that he lost his privileges at a Hampton Roads hospital in the 80s for doing unnecessary surgeries. Now, the defense, they say the prosecution only looking at a microcosm of patients, not the tens of thousands he saw over 40 years, and that no one blew the whistle on this doctor, and he was actually reinstated back in the 80s. Now, let's talk about the weight of these charges, 61 of them in all. Some of them carry 2 years, some of them carry 10 to 20 years. If Dr. Perwaiz were to be convicted on all counts by these juries, that holds the maximum penalty with a court of more than 370 years. Now, the jury can kind of pilfer and sort through some of these charges, deciding whether to charge him guilty or not guilty on all, some, a few. We're still waiting to hear that. But when they do, it does have to be unanimous. So we'll be right back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as they continue day 3 of their deliberations in this federal case. For now, we're live in Norfolk. Chelsea Donovan, News 3.